What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel.
Today we're going to be doing a review of two of Winn-Dixie steaks. So if you live in South Florida, you know that
North Florida as well.
Winn-Dixie is a grocery store that's known for beef. They are the meat people. All right, so today we was in their shopping and we came across that they do have two different steaks in their grocery store. They have the Rancher's Own, which says it's not USDA grade, it's imported. So this one is from Mexico.
Which Mexico meat is safe, guys. And Mexican beef is a little tougher and it's a little gamey quality of flavor meat. But it is safe and it's still up to USDA standard, but not necessarily the high quality
standard. Okay, so pretty much, and then over here we have their steak that they're famous for, which is the Winn-Dixie beef, which is Angus choice.
And basically, Angus choice is a type of meat, is a type of grade, which it is, again, graded by the USDA. And it's like 2 grades in Angus, and they have certified choice grade, certified Angus beef.
Which this is.
Generally, it's a better quality than the average cut of choice beef.
All right, so pretty much, so here we have both their steaks. And I was in there, just buying steaks, and this lady was asking me, why do they have steaks in different tray, and I was trying to explain to her that the white tray is just their regular steak. It's a Mexican steak, because a lot of people can't afford steaks, especially if you have a big family. And price is $3.99 a pound versus the USDA choice Angus $5.99. But if there wasn't on sale, the price difference would have been $11.99 versus $7.99. So still, you're seeing that the price difference is very high. Okay. So today we decided we're gonna cook both steaks to see which one is better. Okay, because the lady was confused. She's like, why would they sell Mexican steak? And I said, costs. Like a lot of people have families, and steaks are very expensive, especially if you have like 4 people. You can't buy 4 T-bones. Okay.
But these are really cut really thick, and it's because of the holiday. This is why.
Because of the holiday. So we decided we're gonna do a versus. We're gonna do the Mexican grade steaks versus the Black Angus grade choice steaks. All right. So this is 2 steaks that have a Winn-Dixie, and this Rancher's Own versus their brand of those Winn-Dixie steaks. So pretty much these are 2 porterhouses. So the Rancher's Own, both of those are porterhouses, and the regular choice, one of them is a T-bone. You could always tell by the fillet. Okay, when it has the big fillet like this, it's a porterhouse. When it has a smaller fillet, it's a T-bone. All right, so the bigger the fillet is on the meat, so this one will be a T-bone, and this one will be a porterhouse. All right. So now we're gonna put them in a pot.
So we're gonna plate the one so you guys can know which steak is which. We're gonna put the Mexican on a white plate so guys can know. And then we will
just so no confusion, this one is the choice, because obviously you clearly could tell by the fat content. You see all the fat in the meat. Once again, that's what's gonna give it the juiciness. This one has fat, but you notice it's not as fatty. Okay, so the Mexican meat is always gonna be leaner, because obviously the animals have more place to roam and stuff like that, and the grade of the cow does have an input on the fat content in the meat. So if you ever see like a prime steak or a American style Kobe, which is a Wagyu, it's gonna be very fatty, and that's how you're gonna get those flavors. So this would be the USDA choice Black Angus, and this would be the Rancher's Own Mexican grade steaks. So we're gonna cook them separately,
and we're gonna do it in 2 different cast iron parts, and we're gonna lightly salt it on both sides.
We're gonna flesh on both sides, so that way we could see which one comes out better. All right, we're just gonna put a little bit of salt on both sides, because I didn't want to use a steak seasoning, because I don't want to have any, like, because some steak season might make the meat give it a better flavor, or sometimes, steak season to me always hide the flavor of the meat. That's just my opinion. I just like plain salt, because to me it brings out the taste. And another tip, whenever time you have your steak in the fridge, do not take it out straight out the fridge and go ahead and cook it. At least let it sit for at least 20 to 30 minutes or an hour, depending on how cold it is, because you want to bring back the meat down to room temperature. Okay, so don't never take your steak out of the fridge and cook it right away. I'll let it sit out for at least 30 minutes tops, just to let it come back down to regular room temperature. So that way it's like it's like cooking something frozen. Even though it's not frozen, you still want to get it back down to room temperature. So at least that way the meat is back to just regular status. So it'll be easier to cook, and it won't have no excess water or stuff like that coming out of it. So just keep that in mind. Don't ever take it straight from the fridge to the stove. All right, just let it get back to room temperature before you do it. And now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna put them in a pot and let the challenge begin. Now we just add a little bit of butter to the pot. Just what kind of butter is it?
This is salted butter.
Just add a little bit of salted butter to the pot. A little bit of salted butter. Don't let the butter run all over the pot.
So we're gonna put.
We turned it down. The heat was a little bit high. Okay, this one is the Angus. So not that in the confusion, we decided to use the T-bone for the Angus. And we're gonna put obviously the porterhouse in the bigger pot. So that's a better view of both steaks. We lower down the fire.
Because the cast iron
hold a lot of heat, but we just want to get the smoky flavor for being outside. And because of what's going on with Corona, listen, any type of smoke to give you the feeling like you're outside, it's always going to be. So some people like their steak medium rare, well done. Some people like it burnt. To me, when you do that, you're just destroying the flavor from the meat. Once again, my opinion. So especially if you have a bigger family, believe me, it's gonna be a lot better in your pocket to buy a Mexican grade steak, which is USDA inspected, versus a choice. It's obviously gonna cost you more money. A little bit more butter on top of it just to cover it. Once again, like I said, if you decide you want to do that challenge, you can add your own seasoning to it, or your special steak sauce that you like. They like A1, I really don't. Because to me, I want to taste the natural flavor of the beef. So I try not to put anything to interfere with that. And just a quick tip, you just want to pick up the meat and put it on the sides to make sure you know the sides cooked. That's the cool thing about getting a cast iron pot. You still get the experience of being outside, and because you know you're obviously getting the lines on the steak. Now we're gonna switch to the USDA choice, Angus. So pretty much we're gonna grade the steaks on taste, flavor, and price.
And how long do you cook the steak for on each side? But these are really thick, so this gotta take a while. This one there, ranchers is really thick. Ooh, look at that caramelized.
There you go.
That's how it looks.
So that's pretty much what we're talking about. And you know, if you want to get technical, that's what you just put in on both sides. Make sure the ends cook equally. Now, if you know, a lot of grocery stores do sell Mexican grade meat, so you're probably not going to see the word Mexico on it, but if you see the word USDA inspected, 90% of the time that's where your steak is coming from. And you know, a lot of the times with chicken as well. So you know, that's why they always say, you know, the devil's in the fine print. So, you want to be very careful when you're buying your meat. So pretty much, the meat usually starts from, USDA inspected, then you go all the way up to select, then you go to choice, then you go to prime, then you go, if you want to be, then you go to like Wagyu, which is just a American version of the Kobe beef, and you also have the Kobe beef. So that's kind of how the grades of beef.
Now we turn this one over again.
Yeah, that's kind of how the grade of beef. That's how it goes. Those are the levels of grade on the beef.
And you can see when you touch over here is more softer than this
because
side.
Because right here, that's the filet mignon. So that's where the filet mignon is.
Right here?
Yes, that's why I tell people all the time. It's better if you like the filet mignon, just buy the T-bone when it's on sale, and you get a New York strip, which is over there, and you get the filet mignon on the bottom. So pretty much a filet mignon by itself would have been like $20 a pound. The strip by itself would have been what, $14, $15.99, and getting everything on sale because of the holiday for $5.99. So always buy the porterhouse if you like the filet mignon. Now, if you like just the New York strip, it's best to get the T-bone because the T-bone doesn't have a lot of filet on it. Okay, so always keep that in mind. So this will be the New York strip right here, and that will be the little piece of filet mignon. So some people don't like the filet, so getting the New York strip. And it's all, if you like New York strip, you always buy a T-bone because it's gonna come out cheaper because of the bone that's in the meat. So always try to keep that in mind. So even regardless of what you like, always try to get the one with the bone in it, because you can always take the bone off at home. It's very simple. So, but they always make it cheaper when the bone is on the meat. All right, so like a boneless strip is probably like $15.99, but a T-bone probably like $13.99. Same thing. So it's the bone. So it's always cheaper to just buy the T-bone or the porterhouse to get the filet mignon and the strip at the same time. It works out way better. So right here, like I said, this right here will be your New York strip, your filet mignon, New York strip, small piece of filet. So it depends on what you like. So like I said, if you love the filet, go to porterhouse. Save yourself a lot of money, and it works out cheaper, believe me. So both of these are cooking. We're getting ready to go take them off. We're gonna do the taste test to see what grade is better. Which, I mean, obviously the Angus are gonna be better, but still, we're still gonna give the Rancher's Own Mexican grade a shot. Give it a shot. You never know. That's the thing. You never know. So that's what we're doing right now. And we're gonna have other challenges like this coming up. So stay tuned for that. Alright, now we're back. This is fully cooked. Now, once again, this one is which one? That's the USDA Choice Angus. And this is the Rancher's Own Mexican grade beef from Winn-Dixie. So these are both steaks that Winn-Dixie carry. Okay, so we're gonna cut it. We're gonna do the taste. Oh my God, look at that. That is ridiculous. Zoom in. Let's see that. That is ridiculous. Oh. Okay, now let me go ahead and get my taste buds on one of these bad boys. Oh my God. That is outrageous.
So good. Now we're gonna try this one.
That is ridiculous. Now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try the Rancher's Own. We're gonna try the Rancher's Own. All right, now we're trying the Rancher's Own now. I mean, just look at the consistency of the meat. I mean, listen. Say what you want. Looks. It definitely has the looks. All right, let's try that.
We have to cook this.
All right, here we go. Now, this is where this one is obviously a little more chewier. But once again, if you were to add a marinade and probably cook it just a little bit less, I'll probably have them cut it a little thinner. Even what the Angus Choice is just softer, it's more fluid, the taste is everything is better. The only, obviously the Angus one. I mean, let's just get down to it. The Angus one, but the Mexican, for the price of the Mexican grade one, the USDA inspected one, I'm telling you, like, if you're a great chef and you marinate this overnight and you cook it to someone, they couldn't tell you that this is not this is not choice. It
I
wouldn't
mean,
be Angus choice.
but it's not bad though.
It's really good, especially for the price. If you have a large family, you can't go wrong. Honestly, it's real. I'm still chewing on it because it's that good. All right. Okay, let me get a piece more of the choice. Okay, let me let my son. That's the choice.
Taste it in your mouth. Put it all in your mouth.
Okay, now try a piece of the USDA inspected. Mommy, you wanna try it?
Yes.
All right.
Put it in your mouth.
Now, which one you prefer?
The USDA choice.
Why?
It tastes so good because of the juice and the sweet.
Juice and what? Now we're gonna let my mom try it. My mom doesn't know too much about beef, so this is the perfect person to try it. Cause in her head, beef is beef. So this should be like perfect. This would be perfect for her to try it.
All right, this is the USD choice. Taste it. Chew it all over.
Chew it, eat it.
Savor it.
Okay, now we're gonna try a piece of the Mexican, well, the USD inspected.
The USD inspected. I'm gonna put it on the stove. Cook some more.
Okay.
So how do you feel? It
Which one you
tastes.
pick?
Do you see the difference?
Yes.
Which
Which one do you prefer?
Which one you prefer? Pick which one you prefer.
The USD choice you prefer?
Which one?
Yes.
Just point to one you prefer. Though. You prefer that? Why? Why you prefer that one?
Because it's more juicy and it tastes so good.
Okay, but was there anything else? Why you picked that one? I like it because it was softer, it was more juicier, and it wasn't. The Mexican one is a little chewy. All right, so there you go. The Angus Choice one. So as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. If you have any challenges you want us to do versus like meat or just like anything else, leave it in the comment. We'll be more than happy to try it out for you guys, and have a wonderful day.